Welcome everybody to Candidates on the Couch. We're going to be interviewing our VP Education candidates right now. So I'm going to ask you to introduce yourself and give us a key manifesto point, and we will start with you.
Hello guys, my name is Leon and I'm for education and I'm a business manifesto here. And in my manifesto, I have focused on student well-being and mental issues. I'll work with issues and with university, and I'll try to help the students and the staff to make a smooth communication as they learn. Thank you so much.
Hi, I'm Rose. I also build towards real long-term changes to the big issues students are facing, such as lack of study space in the university.
Hi, my name is Dee Tope and I'm running for VP Education. I have 5 points, and the most important ones to me are: one, partnering with local businesses to raise funds for the student union in order to spend more money on us, and also to continue to enhance our well-being. I also want everybody to make students to be represented in every decision-making body or event that has to do with students. Next, I want curriculum enrichment for each student so that we can be at par with the big leagues as well. So that's me in a nutshell. Thank you.
I'm Ben, I'm also running for education, and the biggest point in my manifesto is to reallocate the funding to allow for there to be more mental health provided through the Rathbone service, as well as training up senior tutors, personal tutors and heads of department, so there's more mental health support through the people who have the most contact with you.
Thank you. Just doing a little bit of musical chairs.
Hello, my name is Zishan Isaac and I'm running for VP Education. As I mentioned in my manifesto, I will work for student well-being and the mental health. Thank you.
That's brilliant. Thanks. Nice to meet you all. So the first question that I'm going to put to all of you is, what has been the most impactful experience at Haringey University for you?
Thank you, Fran. For me, it's meeting everybody, meeting new people from different places, having to interact with them, working with them at every level. Where we come from, we're just like this, but now I get to meet all kinds of people. And one of the things that I liked, coming to Bangalore was the friendliness of the people that I met. So it was easy to just be who I am. So thank you.
And in my most important experience was going to the NUS Innovation Conference last year as one of Bangor's delegates. It was a great opportunity to meet with students from student unions across the country who are all working towards making a university better for marginalised groups just like me. And it was great to make those connections from the people, get some great ideas for how I could improve the student experience here as well.
My most impactful thing was the education specifically and the communication between the staff's teacher and there's one more thing that helped me a lot was the personal tutor system. Back in Mackenzie, I never had the system, but the personal tutor really helped me a lot and it was really impactful in my life and in last years. Thank you.
Thank you. For me, the most impactful part of my time at Bangor has been being a mentor in the mentor team last year. I got to meet loads of new students, both domestic and international, and really learn what issues affect you both in halls, academically and personally, and it's you guys that have really influenced this manifesto so we can work for you. And it's just resonating all of your issues, and I hope I can make this university just a better place for you. Thank you.
For me, the most impact on here at Bangalore, when I came from Pakistan, there are a lot of students from different countries. So I got a chance to understand their culture. Some most thing impact on me, the way of communication, the teacher between the students. Thank you.
Thanks very much, everyone, for your answers. So, next question. What do you think is the top issue that VP Education needs to tackle? Start with that.
Thank you. Yeah, so I think the top issue that the VP of Education needs to be tackling, as it's been stated by many of you today and in your manifestos, is mental health. Having spoken to you guys today and across the campaigning period, it's getting extra funding allocated. And as I said, it's the top point of my manifesto as well. So it's hoping to allow the people with the most contact time to you to speak to you and be able to direct you in the right place, as well as creating further support within Rathbone and within your courses as well, so people know how to signpost you, help you, and make Bangor better for you.
I think the biggest issue is like study spaces. I've been course rep for years, and it just comes up year after year after year, and it's not getting any better. That includes obviously getting a 24-hour library access, because we will be in the universities in the country which doesn't have at least one 24-hour library. We just really need to allocate more spaces, because we do have empty spaces on campus which we can use for studying, and it would just make all the study spaces quieter, less busy.
Thank you. For me, we partner with the local businesses in order to raise funds for the student, to be able to answer all these issues that we have, whether it's studying spaces that we need, whether it's well-being, whatever the case may be, we will have the funds to be able to use and allocate for these resources. Thank you.
For me, I think I'm an international student. I'm an international student, and I know there are a lot of problems. Like most of students, they don't know how to communicate with the teachers, and the courses are also difficult for them. I think we should organize the events where the students have to describe their problems. So we have to take a decision against the problems and then make a journey easy for them and here at Bangalore.
I definitely agree with Ben. He was talking about the mental health. And last year I was in contact with him twice for a mental health issue as a mental student. We faced a lot of mental health issues because we are being away from home and from parents. So I hope I'll work on that if I'm on this position.
Thank you. Next question then. What are your thoughts on the current course rep system?
Thank you. Also the course rep. So well, it's on well, but it could be better. I think that visibility is still poor. For instance, we have January students and we haven't met with them yet. It's not just at the student union level, also at the school level. They don't know who we are. Some people have left the system, even though they haven't graduated, but they basically left what they're doing in school. And they're still being referred to as course reps. It shouldn't be that way. So what I would also focus on, because it's one of our job descriptions, is to streamline that system such that we get more visibility. Who is your course rep? Who can you need for help? Who can signpost you to things that you need to be doing and all of that. So for me, I think we can continue to elevate and make it better. Thank you.
Yeah, I agree. I think the course rep system is really good and really valuable, but it doesn't always go straight through. I think especially the SE website needs some redesign. It's really difficult to actually track down who your course reps are. And we also need a way of giving digital feedback to reps, because it can be difficult to track down the reps, especially if you can't find out who they are during lectures.
So I think for the course rep system, one of the biggest issues is the lack of bilingual items available. If something's done in English, it's not always translated to Welsh. If it's something done in Welsh, it's not always translated to English. So I think what we need to do is bring everything onto a level where there's everything translated into either English or Welsh, so that everyone has equal access. Everyone can see what's going on as a course rep, so that all minutes are in both English and Welsh, so that anything told to Welsh course reps is told to the English ones, anything told to the English is also told to Welsh course reps, so that everyone has equal representation, because we're all students, we're all in this together, and everyone, no matter where you're from, deserves the best chance to speak to their course reps and have their voice heard.
Brilliant, thanks again. So our final question is a bit out there. What are your thoughts on students using ChatGPT?
I think as we're coming into a more technological world and people are using ChatGPT, I think students using it is, it can be hard for lecturers to understand. So for students using ChatGPT, I think it's fine because it can help you find references, it can help dyslexic people like myself structure paragraphs better, have better understanding of their work and have things further explained. But to help students use ChatGPT properly and not to break the academic rules set out by the university, I think we need to have further training for lecturers, senior tutors and personal tutors, so that they can help students use it in a more professional way that could then be further used when they go out into the world of work or whatever you choose to do post-education here at Bangor.
I'm technology enthusiast and I'm a work developer, so I think ChatGPT it's a very positive thing. But the student has to take this as positively, not copy the full thing from ChatGPT, take the ideas, take the ideas from ChatGPT and use it on their things. ChatGPT is really impactful. The AI thing is really impactful, and AI is our future. We need to take it seriously, and like if you want to, you can use AI for bad. But if you like in some ways people are trying to generate Windows keys with the ChatGPT, but they can't. The AI is denying it. So I think students must use ChatGPT for their betterness, not for their like bad things. Yeah? Thank you.
Yeah, I agree. I think it can be a tool for good as well as for bad. I think it's something we need training for students on, like when it's acceptable, when it's unacceptable to use it. As I think social science already has a scheme in place for that, and this is something that's been, right at the beginning involved with from day one, because it's not going anywhere. It's only being used more and more by the week, and students need to know how to use it responsibly, because it can be a powerful tool, but it can also be, they can also slip up, and it can be very obvious when you're using it to plagiarize.
Thank you. I think my opposition and I actually agree that it's something for the future, and the school must consider it and guide us along those lines. On the other hand, ChatGPT doesn't make us think, and those of us who cannot reason cannot ultimately put anything reasonable down. So we must marry the ideas together and use it to make us better. Because again, what I'm advocating for is curriculum enrichment. Anyway, thank you so much.
As my opinion, ChatGPT and AI is the future. It's good for students to get the idea from a platform, but I don't think that some of students they copy and paste all the ChatGPT and AI contents. So it's bad for copying and paste. Students have to just check get the idea from the ChatGPT. It's good for to use, but I don't think that we rely on the ChatGPT.
Thank you everybody for your time, and those for your VP Education candidates.